Hello, my name is Alyssa and I'm a channel for high vibrational energy. This means that I work with whatever that higher powers you believe in, Creator, Spirit, God. I work with all of your helpers and guides for you to have your best life. We always tell our clients, take what feels good about our sessions or what we say. If we ever say anything that doesn't feel good or doesn't resonate, use discernment, just meaning you don't have to listen. And then if there's anything going on today where you have questions for me, please leave comment below. So I have been a healer and awake my whole life. In 2015, I found out that I was on my path to ascension and enlightenment. The following year, 2016, in March, I found out that Jesus, God, and the angels were in fact very real. And so since that time, upon feeling love and safe, I've been able to start my path really creating a network of loved ones, being able to help them have their best life and heal them on all levels. What this means for you and the reasons why I'm making this video today is because upon becoming awake, there are very clear, decisive dates that I woke up coming into. The first important date, of course, is 2012. 2012 was the end of the Mayan calendar. It was the end of the Kabbalah. There were parts of the Bible that ended. At this time, the Earth's gravitational pull actually flipped, scientifically proven, and we started moving into a higher vibration. So I understand for people who are of scientific intelligence, do not like the terminology of third dimension and fifth dimension. We should be talking about frequencies and vibration. However, for the masses collectively, this is a language that they understand, third dimension, fifth dimension, which is what I'm going to be using in this video today. So the importance of 2012, again, is that at that time, the magnetic core of Mother Gaia continued to increase, started to rotate in a higher vibration. December 28th of 2018, that vibration hit our feet. And when it hit the soil of Earth, we began to feel its energy shifts. We began to feel, hold on, my screen went dark. There we go. We began to feel that vibrational frequency entering into our bodies, helping us actually to detox. So there are going to be two segments of this video. The first segment is our human detox. December 28th of 2018, the women dropped into their third eyes. In 2019, the women were detoxing their third eyes, which had always been in a clockwise rotation, began to spin more into a counterclockwise rotation. In 2019, the women dropped into their third eyes and they were seeing life through new eyes. What am I doing? Where am I? Who am I? What am I becoming? In 2020, the women dropped into their throat chakras, and at this time, they began to use their truth. They were speaking their truth, their throat. 2021, the women dropped into their hearts, and when they dropped in their hearts in 2021, they came in with their crowns on. They knew who they were. They knew that they weren't settling. Last year of 2022, the women were detoxing their solar plexus, and again, understanding each one of our chakras are rotating at a different vibration than masculine energy. So for women, our third eyes, our heart chakras, and our sacral have always been in a clockwise rotation, spinning out of us, making us feel that these are areas in our life where we've never had control, or that they are outside of us. Our emotions are outside of us. Our instincts are outside of us. Our worries and our the ability to be in fear of the unknown is outside of us. It's not something that we can grasp. The masculine energies are the opposite. So for men, the clockwise rotation of their chakras would be their throat chakra, their solar plexus, and their root chakra. So for men, the biggest shift that they're having in this higher vibration is that for the men, they've always had to be verbal. They feel like it's been outside of them. They've always had to be in their power. They've always had to have that strong presence of the will to live. And so understanding that as we are detoxing our chakras, they are actually now moving into a higher and reversed rotation. So what happened in 2019, the women's third eye chakras went from feeling like they were outside of themselves to becoming inside. For 2020, When the women's throat chakras were always internalized, they became externalized. The heart chakra is the same. Where it was always outside of us, now it's inside of us. Our solar plexus, always inside of us, now outside of us. We stepped into clearing out our sacral chakra this year, the women did. So we've stepped into this year being fearless, wanting to take action, done with anxieties, done with stresses. And the men, and then again, we will be moving into our root chakra this next coming December 28th of 2023. And so understanding that Earth's vibrational detox is going through a 49-year cycle. The first 7 years are physical. The next 7 are emotional. We've got 7 years of mental. And then we've got those last 4 cycles of 7 all being spiritual ascensional processes as we move into our crystalline bodies, which again is something that we will talk about in a little while. Understanding that the men are actually a year behind the women. So in 2019, when the women dropped into their third eyes, the men were still in their crown chakras. In 2020, the men dropped into their third eyes. And in 2020, their third eyes went from being outside of them to being inside of them to be able to see clearly. And then again, hold on, let me make sure that this is correct. No, excuse me. Their third eyes were in a counterclockwise rotation, which means that they were always in their third eyes. Now in 2020, that third eye chakra is coming outside of their body so that they're seeing the world through new eyes. Their throat chakra became internalized in 2021, where they didn't have as much to say. They're not really sure about their voice and their truth. They're more in their body now. Their heart chakra has always been within themselves. In 2022, they became into their heart, into their feelings. A lot of male clients that I have were like, I can't get out of my feelings. I feel emotional heaviness. This year, the men are moving into their solar plexus energy, which is all about their will to, not their will to live, but their confidence and their knowing. But again, understanding that the solar plexus energy that they have is moving into their body. So now they feel like they can be in their power. They're discovering who they are and who they want to be and what they want to do. Going into this next December 28th of 2023, the men will be moving into their sacral. And as they do this, the men will be having a sense of fearlessness, not afraid to be in their power, not afraid to really allow that divine feminine and masculine energy to really merge together. So again, first 7 years are physical. The next 7 years are all emotional. When we hit that emotional new foundation of healing and detoxing for not just the human bodies, this is really going to affect collective groups. So you're going to see a lot of tribal groups shifting, friendships shifting. It's almost like if your frequency has always been a purple, your personality, your taste, your interest, that's really going to pull you to other people who share that same vibrational energy. And a lot of these may not even be blood family. It's going to be more of like tribes. You're also going to see a lot of social not separation. Everything's moving into collectiveness and healing. But you are going to see where people are coming together collectively. It's not about the power. It's more about the collective, the healing, working together, coming together. And then those 7, so that's 7 to 14 years, the 14 to 21 year cycle, as we start to detox mental, you're really going to see a lot of program shifts, schools shift, government agencies shifting. This is when it's going to really get in the law, the textbook. Again, all the mental decree of this is how things have always been moving forward, which is so, so exciting. So again, understanding that we are moving into ascension. This is one part of the dates of deliverance that I'm going to be talking about today. This specifically really is personal as far as like what's happening in your day-to-day life. We talked about chakras. So again, there are other points on this, but we're going to keep it just in layman's terms to talking about chakras right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump off and then I'll make another video talking more about other specific dates.